How you doing? It's Stephen Ferris here, and this is my predictions for match week 2 in the URC. First up, it's the Scarlets versus the Lions. It's playing tonight. It's a 7:35 p.m. kickoff. The Scarlets off the back of a defeat against Edinburgh up in Edinburgh's new stadium just outside Murrayfield. They'll be looking to bounce back. The Lions, whoa, what a start they get off to. 35 points to nil up against Zebre. Zebre, there was a fight back. The Lions were able to get the job done. The only South African team in the first week of the URC to get a victory. And I fancy them to run the Scarlets close. But Scarlets, home advantage, it's their game. Another huge game tonight in Galway. The Bulls, they face Connacht. The Bulls, off the back of a heavy defeat, 31 points to 3 last weekend against Leinster in the Aviva Stadium. They're playing against Connacht, who will have an amazing home support. The atmosphere should be electric. But yes, they're off the back of a defeat as well against Cardiff, and they didn't play particularly well. So Andy Friend, the head coach, he'll be looking for a huge performance and something to build on for the coming weeks. Two unbeaten teams coming head-to-head. It's Benetton versus Edinburgh. Edinburgh, a fantastic start last week. Bellicott, player of the match, the scrum half, absolutely electric. Tapping and going from his own try line, nearly scoring a try. He was just superb. Benetton, the Rainbow Cup champions. Nobody thought they were going to lift silverware last year, and they did. They're missing Algar BC, the out half. He's a huge loss now playing his rugby for Montpellier. But they're a hard team to beat at home. And you know what? I'm going to go for a Benetton win. Edinburgh, Mike Blair, the head coach, he's playing a really good brand of rugby. But I just think Benetton, once they get their confidence up, they're a hard team to beat. 3 p.m. kickoff on Saturday, Glasgow versus the Sharks. Glasgow, what an effort they put in Belfast last week. They come up a few points shy. Rory Darge, they're 7. He got player of the match. Ross Thompson, he's now starting at 10. Duncan Weir, who had a bit of a nightmare, he's gone. He did take a bit of a head knock. But Werner Koch, Sharks, we know what they're capable of. They played some brilliant rugby against the British and Irish Lions in the summer. Hopefully we'll see more of that. But my prediction for this game, it has to be Glasgow. Yes, the rugby keeps on coming in the URC. It's a 5:15 kickoff in Italy. Zebre versus Ulster. Ulster 5 tries last week against Glasgow, but it didn't all go their way. They did stumble over the winning line in the end. Zebre, well, if they offer up a 35-point head start against Ulster, you can be sure they're not going to win this game. The Lions were very much in control against Zebre last week in the first half. And you can't be giving them too many opportunities. Ulster, lots of young faces. Nathan Doak, he's back starting in this game. John Cooney, he's out with a hamstring injury. Other young faces have been given plenty of opportunities. I fancy Ulster to win this one. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what everybody thinks. So for me, Ulster, scrape it. Well, the talk about Munster rugby has been about the returning Snyman, Simon Zebo, Gavin Coombs scoring lots of tries, an emphatic victory last weekend, and I'm expecting the same this weekend against the Stormers. They have all the players, they have the coaching staff. There's chat about their coaching staff re-signing for another few years. That would be a big statement. So I'm going to go for a Munster win. There's no point in talking too much about the Stormers because it is all about Munster. Well, there's a Welsh derby on the TV on Saturday night. It's a 7:35 p.m. kickoff. The Ospreys versus Cardiff. But everybody's talking about Gareth Anscombe versus Rhys Priestland, the 2 out halves. Gareth Anscombe been out for such a long period of time. He started the game last week against the Dragons. They got a good win away from home. Never an easy place to get a big win. And Cardiff, they're off the back of a good win against Connacht. They played some nice rugby at times. They had a bit of a nightmare at out half when there was a few replacements had to jump in. I'm going to go for a home win, the Ospreys, to take this Welsh derby. The Sunday game in the United Rugby Championship, it's the Dragons versus Leinster. Dragons, bad defeat last week at home, but they have a chance to redeem themselves. However, the Leinster, they are a big side coming to Rodney Parade, and they're going to fancy their chances. Josh van der Fleer, player of the match last week. Johnny Sexton started that game. Lots of young guys coming through the academy, and they are huge favourites. The Dragons, of course, they're going to put up a bit of a fight. But Leinster, I'm going to go for them. Leinster by 15 to 20 points in this game.